Yeah, hi, Marion. It's Tim Cronin with Apio Media. Just wanted to follow up on the conversation on the telephone that we had the other day. And I've put together a video that is a bunch of information regarding a competitive analysis of, the Q-Tech flooring, online presence, where you stand when people search for you in Google, talk about your keywords, um, traffic, where you stand, in relation to your competition, and identify some opportunities where you can actually be found by clients who search certain keywords and hopefully generate leads and turn those leads into new clients. So without further ado, here we go. So the first thing I think I like to point out to people is the number one rule of Google keyword search. And that is that when people search keywords on Google, almost no one ever searches past page one. So rarely do you search page two, right? So if your company is not on page one of Google for your keywords, people who are looking for your service, they will not find you. But they will find your competition on page one, and your competitors will get the business that could be yours and should be yours. And lastly, I like to tell everybody, if you have a nice, good-looking website, but nobody can find it, it's a big waste of your money. So let me show you some information right now. Give me 1 second here. So let's do this. I wanted to show you, this is a tool called Semrush that we use, and what it does, it takes data from the Google search terms and things like that, and compilates information on folks. So I did a little research. Here's your qtechflooring.com site. All right, we searched it. We're doing a little bit of an overview, but what I wanted to show you in terms of traffic, you're not getting any traffic in the organic section, which you do show up, but you don't show up on page one, and you're not doing any paid advertising, so traffic's not going to show up there. And then you have one backlink, which doesn't really help you that much. We talk a little bit about backlinks in a second. So what I want to do is I want to go down here and show you, these are the two keywords that you have associated with your website that show up. Garage floor coating of Atlanta, and that actually shows up in what we call position 41, which is like page 5 on Google. Now the good news is it gets searched 70 times, all right? And then the other keyword is garage flooring Atlanta. That's in position 30. That's like page 4. I'm going to show you that in a second. And that gets 20 searches per month on an average, according to Google. So right there, that's 90 people searching a keyword that would apply to your company, all right? And since you're not showing up on page one, they're not finding you. And so that's potentially 90 prospects that you're missing out on, and they're going to your competitors instead, and we need to fix that. Let me just show you an example. So here is the one keyword. One of the keywords is garage flooring Atlanta. So here's the search. When you search it, this is page one. This is the top section here. These are ads. These are paid ads that people do to show up on page one, and we're really good at that. And I want to point something out in a second. The next section is called the Maps, the Google Local Maps section, and there's a bunch of people that show up below, but honestly, this is what we call the 3-pack, and these three companies are going to get the lion's share, the majority of the clicks and people searching. I think the number is 60 to 65% of the clicks are going to go to one of these three companies. You need to be there, and you're not for any other keywords. So, but we can get you there. We're going to talk about that. And then finally is what we call the organic section. And I'm just going to keep kind of scrolling down, and you're going to see that you don't show up here on page one at all. So, but what I did want to do is I wanted to search to see what page you show up on. So I'm going to go to page 4 here. All right, not showing up on page 1. I can tell you 2 and 3, you're not showing up there. But if you go to page 4 and we go down, you're showing up in the 3rd position on page 4. And you know, honestly, nobody is going to go to page 4. All right, it's page 1, and if they don't find what they want on page 1, they're going to move to somewhere else. Now what I wanted to show you, I wanted to go back to this report here, and I'm going to click on this garage floor coating of Atlanta. And what we're going to do here is we're going to look for what we call related keywords. And if you just give me a second, this is going to load up. Now, these are some keywords here, and I'm going to pull up the full list of other keywords that are similar and related to what you do, that you could be putting keywords out on your website and other places. So look at this report here. Now these are all keywords, and the list is very, very extensive, as you can see. It goes on and on and on. But these are all, like here's one, garage floors, epoxy. I'm just picking one out. All right. Garage floors, epoxy gets searched 140 times. That's 140 people that are looking for a service just like yours. But since you don't show up on page 1, they're not going to find you. And just add up. Now, you might not qualify for all these words per se, but you do. If you look at them, the vast majority of them are ones that you could go after, and when people click them. But look at all the volume. This is the volume column. All right. So if you added up all these numbers, look, it goes on and on and on. Certainly, there's hundreds, if not a couple of thousand, that you're missing out on. All right. Now, these are going to your competition, and people are clicking on it. They're calling them up. They're talking to your competition, and your competition is turning them into new business clients. And you should be doing the same thing. So I just want to go back, kind of recap some things. Let's go here. I did want to talk about one of our happy clients. His company is called Guardian Garage Floors. It's a flooring company. It's a client of ours based in Nashville. It's actually in Smyrna, Tennessee. And 2 months ago, in his first month on board with us, we generated over 60 new client leads that turned into over $30,000 in new business for him that month. Needless to say, the owner is super happy with our service and what we're doing for him. He actually told me it was the best in terms of advertising, and he's been spending a lot of money on advertising. This was the best thing in terms of investing in advertising he's ever done. Now, I can't guarantee you that you're going to get the same kind of results, but we are really completely confident that we're going to generate a lot of leads for you, and we're going to help you turn those leads into new customers. Now, if you'd like to, at some point, feel free to contact the owner. His name is John at Guardian Garage. That's the company phone number. If you want to visit his website, that's where you can get a hold of him. So let's talk about making a recommendation. First of all, we recommend that you do an AdWords pay-per-click advertising campaign. Those are the ads that show up at the top. And we are really, really good at that kind of campaign, and it is actually the fastest and most cost-effective way to getting at the top, being seen by clients, and generating leads. And the second thing I highly recommend, we talked about the Google Maps ranking, that 3-pack, and we want to be able to optimize your Google Maps ranking. Now, you do show up, but you're showing up like number 15. Nobody's ever going to go that far and click on it. But you do need to show up in the 3-pack on page 1 when people search your keywords. Now, that takes a little bit of time to get there. It's not as quick. It's not as quick as the Google AdWords pay-per-click, but in the long run, that investment will pay off for you. So the next step, look, if you're interested in talking to us about how we can help you get more business, let's have a telephone conversation so we can go over your goals and your plans to grow your business. Now, look, if you've got more business than you can handle right now, I understand. We're only going to make that situation worse because we're definitely going to get you leads and bring in more new business. But if you want to discuss it, it may be busy now. Things go in cycles. But based on the information from that call that we have, we'll create a proposal with multiple options and pricing for you to consider. So I just want to talk right now about an investment estimate. So in our opinion, an effective Google advertising campaign should be considered an investment in your business with an expected ROI. If you put money in, we will be able to demonstrate to you how many leads you got, how many conversions into sale you got, and whether or not you're getting a good return on your investment. So here's just some preliminary estimates on what a campaign would cost. So again, we recommend the first thing that you really need to do, and we're really good at this, is do a Google AdWords pay-per-click campaign. All right, so there's a one-time setup fee, and what's included in this setup fee is we've got to create an account, we've got to come up with content, we've got to design your campaign, we've got to link it up to anything, and that should say competitive analysis right there. Keyword research, that's like the most important. We really want to get a keyword that you're going to be competitive for, get a good pay-per-click cost. We have a good, what they call Google relevancy score, so Google gives us a 50% discount on the cost of clicks, and we pass that on to you. Secondly, there's a monthly administration fee. So this one, the setup is a one-time fee. This is a monthly ongoing fee. And so it includes the daily campaign monitoring. We're looking at it every day to make sure it's performing well. We're going to continually optimize it and make the ad better. We're going to do various kinds of testings. We're going to supply reporting to you to show you what kind of activity it's getting. And it also, the bulk of that, this $2,000 is in the pay-per-click budget. So you have to spend a little money to make a little money. And of course, this $500 just is a one-time cost. So we're gonna just I'll give you another estimate on this is for the Google Maps SEO. So again, a one-time fee to get you in that 3-pack. We have to do a competitive analysis. We got to research citations and some reviews and some backlinks. And I don't want to get too geeky on you, but we just look at your competition, and if they've got more citations and reviews and backlinks, we just have to beat that. So there's a one-time fee of $300 to set it up, and then again, there's another monthly administration fee that includes the monitoring, optimization, constant checking on the reviews and citations. We may have to add some from time to time to give your local Google Map presence a little bit of energy. And I just want to tell you that this pricing that I'm giving you here is an estimate. It could change. I highly doubt that it will. It kind of depends on how competitive the keywords are that we're going after. But we will quote you a firm price that will stick to before your campaign is ever lost. The other thing I wanted to tell you is that we're just month to month. We have no long-term contracts. So if you're not happy with the results you're getting, you can cancel at any time. So I wanted to give you one final thought. Based on your average price per job, all right, take the average price that you charge for your clients. How many new clients would we have to generate for you to cover the cost of your monthly campaign investment? All right, and it's probably not too many. I'll bet you, one or two or maybe even three will cover the cost. And like I said, if you call the Guardian Garage guy, John, he'll he'll give you a testimony about the results that we're getting him. So, that's it. I'll be following back up with you, Marion, but please, give me a call. It's Tim Cronin, 615-556-2319. We're here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, and would love to talk to you. Let's get a conference call going and find out how we can help you. Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate your help.